Blues. How did you get into that position where you were given the opportunity to do this for the
It
Blues?
was kind of accidental, actually. I was working at KXOK Radio at the time, and in those days, in the mid 80s, KXOK had gotten the rights to broadcast blues games on the radio. Up until that time, KMOX had the rights all along. And Dan Kelly and Ron Jacober, I was working with them at KXOK Radio, and uh, one day Ron called me into his office and said, Susie Matthew over at the Blues called and said they're looking for somebody to do the PA announcing for the Blues games. Would you be interested in that? I said, well, maybe. I wasn't really terribly interested, honestly, at the time, because I was more interested in furthering my radio career and play-by-play sports and that sort of thing. He said, well, why don't you go talk to her and see what they've got? So I did. She asked if I would do it as a favor for the rest of the season, 86-87 season, and then at the end of the season they'd find somebody permanent. And I said, okay, well, I can do it as a favor, sure. Well, towards the end of the season, she called me back in the office and said, we really like the way you're doing this. Would you come back again for the next season? And I said, well, not for what I'm being paid. I don't think I can really do that, Susie. And the next thing she said is, the reason I'm still doing it 37 years later, she said, we will make it worth your time. and they did. And no, I don't make a ton of money at it.
But now you've got a yacht and a big building. No,
yeah,
but you've done all right.
So. But yeah, it's turned out to be a great thing for me over time, and I thank her for saying those words.